YouTube, it's Victoria Velasquez here, doing another video for Walking Life. I'm walking a trail that's really close to my house. It's one of my favorite trails, and so apologies ahead of time if I'm kind of looking down all the time. I just want to make sure I don't have any other injuries because, man, I tell you, I have ran into several misfortunes. Like my finger here, I literally chopped off the top part of my finger the day before I was getting ready to shoot, and the day before that I was getting ready to shoot, and I smashed my knee really bad. And I wasn't able to walk that night anyway, but that was not an excuse. I still got up the next morning and made it happen. I wanted to do this video focused on codependency, because a lot of people struggle with getting out there and walking because they don't have anybody to walk with them. I had a lady tell me one time, you know, I would love to walk, but my husband, he's kind of lazy. He doesn't really support me. He doesn't want to walk. I don't even think he really wants me to walk. And you know what I say to that? Now, I believe in marriage. I believe strongly in the vows that you take. I don't really agree with divorce unless, you know, you absolutely have to. You should try always to do your part. It is your duty to be a good wife. It is your duty to be a good husband. And if you're in a position like that, there are two things that you need to focus on doing. And this goes for whether you are married or you are in a relationship with somebody, or it's maybe your roommate or your best friend or whoever you are codependent on. What you need to focus on, I hate to say, but it is yourself. You are the key to your own success and your own happiness. And sometimes when you focus on yourself and you are the inspiration to everyone, you are the one who's out there succeeding, other people will notice this. They will see that and they will follow suit. So if you are, it's a little different when you're married. You can't just up and change your husband like you could change a boyfriend or like you could change a girlfriend. You can't just leave your wife behind. You know, you are married. So in situations like this, you need to sit down and you need to tell your partner how much this means to you. You need to tell your partner some of the reasons why you would choose to change your lifestyle and why you would include walking as a part of your regimen. Tell them the benefits. Tell them how this would make you a happier person. If you lose weight, which is going to come. If you tone your body, which is going to come. If you have more clarity, it's going to come. If you're a less stressful person, I almost snapped my ankle there, it is going to come, right? So happy wife, happy life, happy husband, it's the same thing. So you need to make sure that you have a conversation with your significant other and explain to them, this is something that means something to you. This is something that's going to change not only your life, but their life. Because if you're happier and if you are a person with less stress, you're able to be more devoted to them. You're able to care more for them. You're able to give more to them. Because if you're a person who's stressed out, who's angry, who's bitter, who's filled with resentment because you're not doing what you're wanting to do you think that that's just going to stay bottled up inside you? No, it's going to exude. And it's going to come out on the person who's closest to you. That's what happens. So it's very important that you have communication skills, that you learn communication skills if you don't have them, and that you sit down and you talk with your partner about this and about how you feel. Now, a lot of times that will not work. Sometimes you're just with people who want to hold you back. They want to hold you down. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to be any better. They don't want you to be in shape because they're insecure about themselves. They're afraid that you'll leave them. So of course you can reassure them that you're not going anywhere once you discover the newfound you and you start to to access all the wonderful benefits that walking will do for you, for your mind, for your body, for your spirit, for your essence, for you as a person, right? Now, sometimes, no matter what you do, you just can't change a person. You just can't make a person support you. And that's probably because you may not be with the right person. But that's another channel. Somebody else can talk to you about that. But what do you do when you are in a codependent situation and this is something that you really want to do, and everything that I've discussed thus far is just, you've already tried, or your partner is just not willing to meet you in not only halfway, but just like at all. So then what do? You have to start to make a decision. You have to start evaluating things. You have to be able to finally say, you know what, I've tried X, Y, and Z, and this is just never going to come to fruition. It is just never, ever going to happen. And that's when now you start to break the codependency. Because you can't look at this person as a tool. Because they're not a tool. They're not an asset. They're more like a liability, right? Because a liability can come in all different size, shapes, and forms. And someone who holds you back from being the best person that you can be is a liability, in my opinion. So, what you have to do is draw a line in the sand. And you have to say, I can no longer do this. I can no longer depend on this person for my success. I can no longer depend on this person for my happiness. I have to take things into my own hands. And I'm here for you. You can write me, you can comment. Please do. I encourage you to do that. I will talk you through it. We'll get through it together. I will coach you. I will help you. I will inspire you. You can lean on me. But you need to really focus on leaning on yourself. That's what you need to do, and walking does that for you. Walking gives you clarity, gives you peace of mind. It gives you an opportunity to think if you want to think, or not think if you don't feel like thinking. That's what walking does for you. It does more than toning your body. It does more than you losing weight. I will always preach that because it's simply the truth. It will change your life if you allow it to. If you just simply do it, put one foot in front of the other. That's all you have to do. Okay, make a commitment to do that. Everything else will come. So now, I'm winded because I'm kind of in an area where I'm having a little bit of a difficult terrain to hike through. And I don't always go on just walks. A lot of times I go on hikes. Why? Because I enjoy it. I like being out here. All right, so now you've made the decision that your partner is not going to be a part of your success, unfortunately, because they're holding you back. Even if you don't want to admit it, that's exactly what's happening. If they are not helping you, if they are not vigilant in seeing your dream come to fruition, then they're holding you back. And you just have to admit that, no matter how much it might hurt you. And try not to hold resentment. We'll talk about that in another video. But what you need to do is you need to now put all the responsibility on you. And you need to sit down with yourself and you need to say, okay, one form of procrastination was being codependent. Was waiting on my partner, my significant other, my best friend, my lover, my nanny, whatever, to walk with me. And I don't have that. But you don't have that by choice, because you're not giving them the power anymore. You can already see that they're not going to help you. That's not going to change. So take that power away from them. put it back on you, and now you say, guess what? If you don't want to help me succeed by walking or doing something that's going to be healthy or beneficial for my life, then I don't need you around what I am trying to do. And you can't just exit these people out of your life sometimes, but you can exit these people out of the circumstance in which you are trying to succeed, and that is walking. So you get up and you open the door and you put one foot in front of the other, and you do this every day. You are committed to doing this every single day, and you will see your bank account grow. If you've watched any other videos of mine, I talk about your bank account all the time. So if you start on a Monday and it's your very first time that you're putting effort into actually conquering your commitment, and now you're going to walk, and you just did, maybe a 10-minute walk. Well, now that's bankable. That's something that you accomplished. And guess what? You're going to have a feeling behind that. You're going to feel good because you succeeded. You accomplished what you set out to do. And take it day by day in the beginning. That is the way you're going to succeed. That is the way you are going to become a walker, an avid walker. That is how you are going to get there. That is the key. Okay? Nothing is quick. The time is going to come and the time is going to go. Regardless. There's nothing you can do to change that. So, would you rather say that you started today or tomorrow? Or would you rather let another 5 years pass and you still haven't done a damn thing? Which one is it going to be? And now you can't blame your codependent because you've already taken the responsibility within yourself. So now who's to blame? Right? Okay, so now you've taken your power. So now Monday, you've got that in the bank. Tuesday, you're going to want to get out there again based upon what you did on Monday. And every day you keep adding to your bank account slowly but surely. And over time, you're going to look and you're going to say, hey, I notice my body's changing. I notice my attitude's changing. I notice my self-esteem is changing. I notice that I feel better when I do this. You're going to want to continue to do it. Have you ever gone on a really shitty date with a bad person? Do you think you're going to want to go on another date with them? No, you're not. Because it didn't feel good, right? You felt bad. Nobody wants to do anything, again, that makes them feel bad. Walking makes you feel good. So as long as you are adding to your bank account, as long as you are feeling good, that is what matters. So what's going to happen? Now you're already a month in. You're a month in. You're going to notice things changing. And now you're going to want to go greater lengths, greater distances. You're going to want to walk longer. You might want to already feel like doing inclines and going full throttle because you feel so good and you can see all these amazing results. What do you think your co-dependents, your ex-codependents are going to say? What do you think that they're going to think? Now, some of them are going to be blown away. They're going to be absolutely astonished by what you have accomplished. And they could very well want to follow suit, especially if this is someone like perhaps your roommate or your best friend, which a lot of times we know how we love to pull our best friends into things, something that you want to do, your best friend just simply must do, or your boyfriend, or your girlfriend, or your husband or wife. And you now can be the inspiration for these people in your life who may have doubted you or doubted the idea, maybe not doubting you at all. Or maybe they just weren't as enthusiastic because they don't believe that the results are real. And now you are right in front of them, showing them that the proof is in the pudding. It's real. This can happen. All you have to do is be dedicated to do so. Imagine how good you're going to feel now. Do you think you're going to turn your back on it then? Do you think you're going to want to procrastinate? Do you think you're going to want to give it up? No, you're not. You're going to fall in love with it. And that is the key. That is when your life will change. When you fall in love with this. You're going to do it every single day without thought, without question. And you're going to feel good. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Please comment. Because I'm all over your feedback. I'm here for you. And I truly mean that. Eventually, I'm going to be doing live streaming where we can walk together. I'm going to be doing a 21-day challenge, walking challenge based upon your feedback, based upon people who are interested in something like this. So I want to hear from you. I want to know what your thoughts are. I want to know what your struggles are. I want to know what's holding you back, what's keeping you from doing this. And let's do it together. Let's figure it out. Let's build our own little family, our own little community, and let's make it happen. Because I know how important it is to have a family. I hold family dear to my heart. It's important. It's valuable. So family doesn't just stop with your immediate family. You can make anybody your family. So let's get out there. Let's walk. Let's inspire one another. Let's motivate one another. Because it's a beautiful thing. It really is, and it will change your life. I promise you. Just do it every day and you'll see. All right, guys. I'm tired. I'm going to go get something to eat. And I'll be back out here in a couple hours doing another walk. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.